This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Going to swing it on second down. Dances away to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Hunt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Still on his feet at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Motion from the wideout. On the move, it's Fields. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ford. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brock. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down. To the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Freeman. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Pressure coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Using his feet to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Grab near the marker. It's Freeman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down.
Oh, he wants it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not. Does he get the ball back? What a return to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Quickly complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lloyd. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Fields.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Anthony. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Flores. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll take it himself. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. He's stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Green. Looking left. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it. First down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Flores. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the air. Here's the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Leaves it with the back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Green. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead. In the second half, you need your quarterback to play smarter.
Makes the grab. It's Freeman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Flores. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lloyd. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it into the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Scanning the field, it's Green. Oh, they're after him. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's the pressure. He caught it.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He's looking to throw, and he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Flores. Makes the catch, it's Rigby. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and pick. Big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grab near the sticks. It's Blake. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Green. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Rolling the dice. bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Still looking, on the move. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Lloyd. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fields.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way.
He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
ruled out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is